This super easy profession shuffle makes me so much gold in the world we're in right now, and today I'm gonna show you how you also can set this up in just one day and go craft your semi-passive millions so easily. So of course the profession that I'm talking about right now is cooking. Cooking is super duper easy to get started with since you need no knowledge points in this profession to be able to be at the max efficiency. All you need pretty much in cooking is the 2 blue tools. You need it in rank 5 of course to have the optimal stats. Don't forget to enchant your inscribed rolling pin with resourcefulness as well. So what we do in cooking is simply preparing ingredients. I am heavily focused on the portion steak because it has such a good return and it can be used in one of the absolute best crafts in this game as of now, which is the food Beledar's Bounty. This food is selling so insanely fast. There's just no way that you can craft enough to not be able to sell. Like you could easily sell 100,000 Beledar's Bounty in one day if you try. It is so insane. It is selling so insanely fast. And if you're preparing your own ingredients for this craft, you're going to have so huge margins on this craft that is going to make you so much gold. The only negative part with cooking is that it takes a bit of time, especially preparing ingredients, because there is nothing you can do to impact your crafting speed. So as you can see, preparing ingredients does not take any crafting speed into account. Even when I just have 30%, it doesn't go any slower. From when I have my full equipment, it's 70%, but it's still crafting the same. I don't know if this is a Blizzard bug or if this is intended, but this is how it has been in the entire expansion. That's the negative part with cooking. It can take some time to actually prepare your ingredients, but it is so passive. If you are AFKing, if you're doing something else on the side, this is so AFKable and basically passive gold. You could be selling the ingredients that you get from preparing them just at the auction house for a profit immediately, but I recommend going into something like Beledar's Bounty or the other dishes, but that is going to require some more activity. It's going to require some more work because you need to diversify, craft a lot of different stuff. So if you just want to do the absolute basic, you prepare the ingredients and you sell them on the auction house. I have a completely free spreadsheet in my community Discord, which is linked in the description below. So make sure you join and use the spreadsheet. We have those crafts in there and it is really easy to see how much profit you can make in terms of return on investment, and also see how low you can push your crafted price for portion steak, so you then can override it for other crafts and make a lot more profit. Basically, in my completely free spreadsheet, what you can do is input your price. For example, for the basically beef that you can buy on the auction house, if the price of it would be 5 gold, boom, you would have a crafted value per steak for 3.68 gold. If you use CraftSim, which I highly recommend, you can use price overrides, and if you override with your actual crafted price for the portion steak, which would be 3 gold and 68 silvers for us, you would see that the profit margins just is insane. We get 40% per craft here. If you then add the hot honeycomb, sometimes it's better to use it, sometimes it's not. Right now the hot honeycomb is quite expensive, so right now it is not that profitable to use them, but it sometimes is, so you have to check that before you craft every time to optimize your gains. Also, one more thing that is highly recommended is buying your mats on a goblin character. This is pushing down your vendor prices, and in cooking this has quite a high impact actually, so I highly recommend you to buy them on a goblin. So when preparing ingredients, there are 2 different items that I recommend you to use. It is either the Cinderbee belly or it is the basically beef. If you use the Cinderbee belly, you're going to be awarded with less portion steak, but you also gotta get the hot honeycombs from the drops, which is very valuable. So I tend to mix it up a bit and do both of them, so I get myself some cheap hot honeycombs crafted and also a lot of portion steak cheaply crafted. The Cinderbee belly is also included in the spreadsheet together with the portion steak. As you can see, I have a lot of shopped mycobloom here as well, so I do them quite often as well. This is also in the spreadsheet, by the way. What I quickly have to say is I usually sell most of them at the auction house and don't really use them for crafting, but you can. There is definitely ways to use the shopped mycobloom to improve profits even more and just make dishes with them, but I tend to just sell them immediately on the auction house. Just a quick notice, if you want to do shopped mycobloom, I highly recommend you always to use mycobloom rank 3, because if you use lower ranks, you will be yielding way less shopped mycobloom. So always keep an eye on that, but the mycobloom 3 shopping is in the spreadsheet. The consumables that you always have to use when you are cooking is going to be the Fire of Bountiful Seasons. As long as it is winter season, this is going to give you 135 resourcefulness, and you want to absolutely min-max your resourcefulness in cooking. So this is going to be really, really important to always use the max rank file when you are crafting. I highly recommend you guys to try this out. Just keep in mind, guys, if you want to get the Beledar's bounty recipe, there is a quest line to get it. It is really, really quick to do, but it has to be split into 2 days. So you have to do the first parts in 1 day, and you have to do the second part in the second day. But you should check out the guide on getting this recipe on WoW Professions. They have a really, really easy questline guide for this, which I highly, highly recommend. If you have any further questions, leave them in the description below or get into the Discord and ask me there. We have a lot of different people who will help you out for sure. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you want to support me and like what I do, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye.